The Nissan GTR is like an iPhone. Every year there is an update and every year it's that little bit better. Nonetheless, nearly 10 years on since the original R35 came to light, the 2017 model year GTR sees some substantial upgrades, while retaining the sports car's iconic character. To understand the idea of a Nissan GTR, one must have a basic grasp of Japanese culture. This is a car that has always set out to prove a challenger to the iconic sports and a supercar of Germany and Italy, at a much lower price, but does it in a manner that very much encapsulates the essence of Japan. That's a very nice way of saying the GTR is overtly conservative. It has a lot of power. In fact, the 2017 Nissan GTR gains an additional 15 kilowatts over the previous model year car for a total output of 419 kilowatts and 632 Newton-meters of torque from its R38 DET 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged 24-valve V6, but when it comes to sports cars, power isn't everything. Even so, that's an insane amount of grunt, almost as much power as a Lamborghini Huracan and actually more torque, 449 kilowatts, 560 Newton-meters for the Lambo. But the GTR still weighs 1,765 kilograms and it feels every kilo of it. The 2017 model marks the first time Nissan hasn't claimed some insane and somewhat unrealistic 0 to 100 km/h time, which in our quick real-world testing, on a private road using a box, the best this particular GTR could do was low to mid 3 seconds. From the outside, the new Nissan GTR gains aerodynamic styling updates all around that also help differentiate the car from its predecessor. But not by as much as one would think. In fact, as these photos would show, the updates are noticeable when put side by side, in this case with an MY12, but on their own, the average person would struggle to tell one GTR apart from another. When Nissan introduced the new GTR for 2017, a lot of emphasis went into the modifications of the interior. New materials, improved design, and even the number of navigation and audio control buttons has been reduced from 27 in the previous model to only 11. The 8-inch infotainment system is also new, but frankly, we are talking about a car that, as tested here, is $190,750 plus on roads, and that interior doesn't match its price tag. To Nissan's credit, the steering wheel paddle shifters have been improved and the general cabin ambience isn't so bad, but simple things like the door handles just don't feel premium. The buttons for the cruise control, the buttons on the steering wheel, hell, even the key. The key is no different to any other Nissan apart from the R badge. This is Nissan's halo car, it deserves a bit more than this. The Nissan GTR is the type of car you want to love. The company's marketing campaign against Porsche in Europe is well documented and somewhat humorous. It's a big middle finger from Japan to the Europeans for charging so much for so little. Ultimately, though, it is showing its age. Its formula is looking tired, and if Nissan really wants to be competitive in this space, it needs to seriously look at the likes of Porsche, Audi and the Italian exotics, which have moved on so much since the original GTR debuted.